XRP, we start with 1 hour chart. Okay, if we refer to our analysis, when the price was within this move, we mentioned about different possibility and how we can look for trade. In the first, we move to 15 minutes because in my last analysis based on 15 minutes, we put these two in relative to each other. As I mentioned, if we wanna, if mostly we can expect one move up, then price can drop. This is exactly what we get. That's why I mentioned if you want to have entry above this top, is not good idea because at that time, based on 1 hour chart, we didn't have the correction. All right, because at that time the price was here. That's why I mentioned we need to wait for the correction, and this is what we get. All right. Now, if anyone get the trade from here, at least either if they can, it depends where they get it. If they can move their stop loss to break even, if not, they should take out the trade because the way is not moving. Okay, now we want to see what's the next and how we can look for next trade. Okay, in this case we move to daily chart. All right, as we can see based on daily chart, now the question is, because of this we get the down move, whether this is one is still we can expect the price to drop, because if it we get the down move, it can be quite sharp, or still this one can turn to similar to what we have here, move to take this top, then from there we need to see whether there is a breakout or not. Okay, by the way, based on daily chart, we have explained my last analysis how we can look for the chart, and there is no changes. It's still similar to what we have in my last analysis, and this is based on forward chart. What I want to say is that if this one turn to a correction for one more drop, the next drop easily can price break 0.42 following by 0.39. Okay, that's why if you want to look for any trade here, we need to be quite careful. And based on forward chart, we don't have any trade set up either for buy or sell. And if we move to 1 hour chart, also we need to know how we can trade it. If we want, first we talk about the buy. If we want to look for buy, either this one turn to a flat for one move up. At that time, with the breakout of desktop, we need to see if there is a continuation, we keep. If not, we don't stay with the trade. We take out the trade in case the price can drop. And even the another option is if we get the flag or correction here. All right. And even if we get the trade, what we want the price move as a sharp, not as a corrective. All right. Why? Because this one easily can turn to a correction for one more drop because of this sharp move. If we get the next drop, mostly we can get the sharp. Okay, and this is how we can look for buy. Either we wait for flat for one move up, or we get the correction here, because right now we cannot jump into the uh, trade because we don't have any trade setup. That's why I mentioned anyone is in this trade from here, they should move their stop loss to break even, or they start to manage. It depends where they get. If they cannot, I mean, they cannot move their stop loss to break even, is very close to break even, they take out the trade. And the only way we can look for sell, if anyone wants to get the sell, if they see the sharp move with the flag, maybe they can consider for the breakout of this. All right. Now the only thing is, the question is, because we have these three waves, because we can look at this similar to what we have here as a flat in relative to this. Okay. Mostly we can expect one more drop, and we don't have any trade setup for look for buy unless the price continue from here. That's why we cannot look for buy unless anyone bought from here. Okay. That's why if we want to look for buy, we need to wait for the flat or the correction. Rather than that, we don't have only the another opportunity. This is the things based on forward chart I mentioned. We need to be careful if we want to buy here because of the way it's moving. Okay. By the way, we don't have any trade setup for either buy or sell. We just follow the chart as I explained how we can look for trade, because we will have both possibility. And in this case, if I see any update, I will share. Thanks.